Hello and welcome to Larissa's Kitchen. Today I'll be making 5 jewel risotto stuffed chicken breasts. These breasts are both fried and baked, and we'll be finishing them with a side of garlic green beans. The first thing we need to start with is the risotto. We need to cook the risotto on the stovetop first, because if we left it uncooked, it would just be crunchy inside those chicken breasts. This is very easy, and for that, all we're going to need is 1/3 cup of risotto, 1 cup of chicken broth, and a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. This is all going in this pan, and we're going to simmer it for 20 minutes. I've got the chicken broth in a small saucepan. We're going to bring it to a simmer, add the risotto, salt, and pepper, then cover it and cook it for 20 minutes. Once that risotto is done cooking, we can add the other 4 jewels. Those would be 2 tablespoons of chopped scallions, 2 tablespoons of toasted slivered almonds, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Now you could use fresh, but I'm going to go ahead and use roasted because I like that flavor better, and about 2 ounces of chopped water chestnuts. We'll be putting together 2 different sauces. The first is actually a glaze that goes on the chicken before it goes in the oven. The second is a finishing sauce. Right now we'll work on the glaze. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of Hoisin Sauce. Now this is a Chinese barbecue sauce, and you cannot substitute an American barbecue sauce for it. We're also going to need 2 tablespoons of unseasoned rice vinegar and a pinch of kosher salt and fresh cracked black pepper. Once we glaze these chicken breasts, we're going to sprinkle some white and black sesame seeds on top. Our finishing sauce is a red plum sauce. For that, we're going to need 2/3 cup of red plum jam, 4 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and about a tablespoon of chili garlic paste. All of that is going in this pan, and we're going to bring it up to a simmer. While I'm bringing this sauce to a simmer, I've got my oven preheating to 400 degrees, and I do have the convection oven on. Once we stuff those chicken breasts, we're going to fry them on one side, turn them over and put them in a pan, glaze them and sprinkle the seeds on, and then they're going in a 400-degree oven to finish cooking for about 30 minutes. Talked yet about the chicken. I have 2 very large chicken breasts. These look like they came off a turkey. You could use 4 small to medium chicken breasts if you'd like to serve 1 per person. We're going to be cutting a slit in these on the thick side, and then we're going to be stuffing them with the risotto. Okay, we need to cut a slit into this chicken breast. We need to keep the top half of this intact as well as the bottom half in here so that we have a nice big pocket for our risotto stuffing to fit in. It's much easier if you can look at what you're doing, but I want to show you. Okay. Okay, then we just fold it back together and we secure it with these toothpicks. I've got my very large nonstick skillet on over medium-high heat. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of oil to this pan. We're going to fry these chicken breasts on what used to be the skin side, so the smooth side is going down. We're going to fry them for 5 or 6 minutes just to give them some nice color. Those are coming out, we're turning them over, and the raw side is going to go down on our baking sheet. Then they're going in the oven for 30 minutes. That chicken needs to bake for about 30 minutes. About 25 minutes in, we're going to start in on the beans. Now the beauty of these beans is that we're going to use the exact same pan that we fried the chicken in. We're not going to clean it out or wipe it out. We want the brown bits and anything that fell into there. We need 12 ounces of frozen petite beans, about a half cup of chicken broth, and a lot of roasted garlic. This amounts to probably a little bit more than a bulb. You can use whatever you like to taste. So I don't have to worry about that plum sauce burning. I've turned off the burner. When I start up on those beans, I'll turn it back on to low and heat it up again. Okay, I've got this pan back on over medium-high heat. We're going to add this garlic in first. Okay, make sure to scrape up any of the brown bits from the chicken. You can push the garlic to the outside, that way you don't have to worry about it scorching. Next we'll add in the green beans. Okay, I'm going to pour on this chicken broth and then I'm going to put a lid on top of this so that it can steam. Of course, I use my trusty pizza pan as a lid. Alright, it's time to give this stuffed chicken breast a taste. And look, there's a piece conveniently on this fork from taking the pictures. That is so good. It's got the perfect amount of spice. Wonderful.